Match preview for Arsenal versus Brentford, and let me tell you, this is a must-win game if we're serious about going for the title. Brentford coming in after a 3-1 win against Burnley, and us tying against Chelsea 1-1. So this is a must-win game. It is one of the most important games that we have. It's not just the big teams. We have to prioritize every single team in the Premier League equally, like a championship game, because every single point counts. And you saw City win today in epic fashion against Fulham, and they're coming towards us. There's not much of a gap left. We thought that there was going to be a gap, and if we lose tomorrow, then City's probably going to do what they did a couple seasons ago and go ahead and beat us again, because we'll bottle it. I mean, Arsenal is known for bottling, but with this squad, I'm hoping that we don't bottle it. Obviously, in team news, we don't have Saliba, we don't have Gabriel. That's going to be a big issue because of the fact that Gabriel is so good in set pieces and Saliba's composure is amazing. But we're just going to have to do it without them. We have great players as well, great alternatives. Hincape, which I didn't think he played too bad against Chelsea, but obviously he's no Gabriel, he's no Saliba in terms of aerial presence. And then you have Mosquera, who's also very underrated, but it's still not the same in my opinion. And then you have Brentford. Igor Thiago is the main man. I mean, he's been scoring for fun lately, and we have to stop him. And Hincape and Mosquera have to be the ones that stop him. Otherwise, he's gonna score goals. That's just what he does. So that's one of the things. Head to head, we're unbeaten in our last 8 games against Brentford. So let's not make tomorrow a history that we want to forget. And then another bad news is that obviously Jesus and Havertz, they're both out. So and Gokares is back. So hopefully we can see Gokares potentially start or come from the bench. That's what I'm hoping. We need our striker back. Obviously, Mikel Merino is good. He was good last game. I predicted him to score that game, and he did. But I mean, we need our main striker, Gokares. I mean, we bought Gokares so that he can finish in games like these, and obviously against the big teams too, to lead us to the title. He's our talisman. If he was the Gokares from last season in Sporting, then he should be getting us some goals, even though he came out injured. So he was injured last time. So this is a big game. I think it's like we just can't take it lightly. We just have to go guns blazing. First half, let's get those goals in, and then shut shop and just take it from there. And another thing to know is it's Christmas time, right? This Christmas period, games come in thick and fast. If Arteta doesn't make any careful substitutions, then I'm going to be very critical of him. I think during these times, you need to make substitutions. Obviously, with all these games just coming in thick and fast, you see what's happening with other teams, like I already mentioned with City versus Fulham. That was a high scoring game. So every single game in the Premier League is unpredictable, but we can't overburn our squad as well because otherwise they'll get injured. There'll be another Gabriel Jesus. There'll be another Gokares, or even Havertz, who hasn't even played. So that's something to think about. In terms of squad selection, obviously David Raya, but my thoughts about David Raya. He shouldn't come out of his box. I mean, he didn't really do that in the Chelsea game, but just keep it that way. Left back, this is gonna be one. I love Calafiori. I think he's a great left back, but I think Miles Lewis Skelly should come and step in. And the reason why is because Calafiori is on yellow cards. I believe he's on 4 yellow cards. And then if he gets another yellow card, then he's suspended, and we don't want to suspend a Calafiori. Trust me, he's been one of our best players this season, and like I mentioned, he's one of the first people that is on the team sheet in Arsenal, in my opinion. It should be. And then obviously the back line, we have Hincape, Mosquera. They didn't play together before the match against Chelsea, but they weren't too bad. But obviously, I want Gabriel Saliba, and then right back Timber, always solid as a rock. Midfield still straight. Declan Rice, Zubi, and then you got Eze, and then in the middle system, I know Odegaard is getting back too, but I wouldn't start him right away as well. I know he came a little bit later. Um, and then right wing Bukayo Saka, left wing Martinelli, and then striker, unfortunately or fortunately, he's our false nine, and he did score that good header goal. Is Mikel Merino? I'm not hating on Mikel Merino. I think he's a good player. He's a clutch player. Sometimes when you need him, he's there. He'll get you the goals. But come on, guys, we didn't buy Mikel Merino to be our number 9 striker. We bought Gyökeres, our number 14, to be our number 1 main talisman striker, to score these goals in order to bring us this Premier League title that we've been chasing for the past 3-4 years and building the squad towards. So hopefully we see Gyökeres. Hopefully Gyökeres scores. I'm not saying he's going to score right away. I mean, he was supposed to. I thought he was going to score against Chelsea when Robert Sanchez fumbled the ball, but he didn't score. So I'm hoping this game he scores. Um, and then in terms of match score predictions, I'm going to say 2-1. I'm going to say Saka. I think Saka really needs a goal. Just to kind of get it in his system. He's our star boy. I always say this in these videos. He's always our star boy. He needs to get a goal. And then I think the next goal, I want it to be Gyökeres, but I think it's gonna be Martinelli that scores. And then for Brentford, it's gonna be Igor Thiago, as I expect him to score. He's been on a hot streak, like I said. So it's gonna be 2-1, 2-1 win to Arsenal. And let me tell you, if we draw this game or if we lose this game, we are in serious trouble. City is coming like a bullet train. And you know what they do at the second half of the season. They keep winning games straight in a row to a point where they're unstoppable. And if we drop easy points, then I'm telling you the title is gone. Even though we played amazing this season, even though in the league, in the Champions League, all that, we've been amazing. All of our hard work and effort would have gone to waste because no one remembers people in second. No one remembers people in third place. So we got to take this seriously. Hopefully Arteta takes this seriously, makes good substitutions, because Christmas break, like I said, comes thick and fast. So we don't want any other players that's injured. Trust me on that. And yeah, hopefully we go ahead and win this game tomorrow 2-1. Still stay at the top of the league, and let's get that win.